Hello and good morning. Welcome to the meditation live stream. This is Scott. Here on my channel we're working with a technique that works with the different dimensions of our being, and I'd like to do a brief talk and then we'll get into a guided practice together. And today we'll go for a little longer. We'll go for about 50 or so minutes. And yeah, so I've taken a period of time off, and I've recently resumed my meditation stream on Christmas. And one of the things I've been thinking about is resistance in terms of how it plays a role in our life. And when we think of resistance, often I think we look at our resistance, we want to get rid of it. And I think resistance has something to tell us before it changes or transforms. And so resistance is there's a lot of different kind of features in resistance. There's like emotional resistance, there's physical resistance, there's mental resistance. And I think when we take the time to work with our self, with our different dimensions of ourself, we generate more space for the ability to be able to see resistance for what it is. And not everything that we experience is real in the sense that we understand it. You know, often we think we know what something is and ascribe meaning that isn't really particularly true to what things are. And really that's what this work is all about, is because we live in such a hyper-connected world through technology intermediated by our devices, we need new practices that take mindfulness to another level, to take our practice, our spiritual work to another level, to be able to kind of accommodate and adapt for the world in which that we live in now. And so resistance can come in different forms, and that's the point I wanted to make today, and that often it has something to say to us if we listen. And from the life that we desire, that which is in opposition to the life that we want often is our resistance. And because we need to learn something on the way through our life, that our soul is meant to learn items that are important to our growth and our evolution as people. So, that being said, we'll start today now with a practice. We'll begin with our eyes closed. And some deep breaths in through the nose and then out through the mouth. If you can release a little bit of tension, resistance, stress on the out breath. Front to back, side to side, top to bottom. Allowing your breath to reach all the way down to your pelvic floor, your legs and feet. we'll do 3 more. Great. And allowing your breath now to return to your typical way of breathing. Tuning into your body and your body sensations. You can feel your body's temperature, the tingling, the pulsing, sense of aliveness in your body. We'll spend some time now practicing the technique of feeling and softening. So on the in-breath, feeling your body. And then on the out-breath, softening, melting down through your body like warm honey, deep into the earth. And that warm honey heals, cleanses, purifies, and makes whole as it travels down through you, taking with it all your stress, excess, resistance, everything, all the debris, down into the earth, where the earth receives that energy, transforms and recycles it. In breath, feeling your body, out breath, softening and melting down into the earth. With each cycle of breath, you get a little bit closer to your body and melt just a little bit deeper into the earth. if you like, you can add in a pause at the end of your out breath. So on the in breath, feeling your body, and the out breath softening and melting into the earth. And at the end of the out breath, a pause of feeling the stillness. It's sort of like a quiet feeling the stillness and the quiet in the pause before the next in-breath. Very good. And then bringing your attention up now into your heart, feeling your heart space. On the in-breath, feeling into your heart. Out-breath, softening and expanding your heart. Just noticing what your heart space feels like. Center of your chest, your heart chakra. In breath, feeling, out breath, softening. coming in contact with your emotions. You can notice what's present for you in your emotional landscape right now. And without making your emotions right or wrong, good or bad, just allowing yourself to feel a little bit in the shared space. Part of good emotional hygiene is feeling things together. No one is meant to feel things alone. And you could be feeling any of the 5 main cardinal emotions, like anger, sadness, fear, joy, or shame. And just noticing what you're feeling right now and letting yourself feel a little bit together. And if you like, you can add in a pause. So now feeling into your heart on the in-breath, softening, expanding your heart on the out-breath. And then at the end of the out-breath, letting go, a kind of almost like opening up of a flower of your heart, or the shining of your heart, kind of like a sun. Just feeling your heart. And then at the end of the out-breath, pausing and opening into that space your heart creates. attention up now into your head, feeling your head on the in-breath, and softening in and around your skull on the out-breath. You can, if you like, breathe into your third eye space between your eyebrows or the top of your head, your crown, whatever feels correct for you. Just feeling into your head and then softening on the out-breath. Today I'm carrying a little bit of extra tension in my head, and see if I can soften it through the practice. In-breath feeling, out-breath softening. Coming in contact with your thoughts, you can notice how busy or active your mind is, and just allowing your thoughts to come and go through your mind like clouds in the sky, and remaining uninvolved with your thoughts. You can notice sometimes you'll get pulled into a thought, and then before you know it, you're busy thinking. And it's good to recognize this, and the best way is to, when you recognize it, come back to feeling instead. Feeling your head, feeling your body for grounding, feeling the earth underneath you. Very good to create space and help process overwhelm. When in doubt, always come back to feeling your body and the earth underneath you. Right, and here we can add in the pause. So on the in-breath, feeling your head, and on the out-breath, softening your head. And then at the end of the out-breath, letting go into the vast, open spaciousness of your mind, almost as though your whole entire head disappears and the entire sky is resting in its place on your shoulders. Very good. And from here, we're going to practice now by gently opening our eyes. And allowing all of that work we just did to remain present and not evaporate. And here we are in the relational space with the eyes open. And every relationship has an inside and an outside. And it's possible to learn to practice to feel inside and outside. And this is useful to help us navigate experience, understand things as they are. And so what we'll start with is you can take your thumb, place it in your hand, your other hand like this, gently, with the fingers on top, and rest them, your hands in your lap. And on the in-breath, feeling around you, paying attention around you on the in-breath. And then on the out-breath, feeling inside you. And just noticing the difference, feeling outside on the in-breath and then inside on the out-breath. And just become aware if you notice that you've tensed up a little bit during the practice. Just becoming aware of that tension as part of the practice and softening on the out-breath. Feeling around you on the in-breath and then feeling inside you on the out-breath. If you find yourself a little bit distracted, you can always come back to your body. A good technique is to do spinal breathing. On the in-breath, breathing up your spine. And then on the out-breath, breathing back down your spine. Very useful for the central channel, the river of energy of our subtle body that travels up and down through the center line of our being. And you can come back to feeling around you again on the in-breath and then on the out-breath inside you. if you'd like, you can add in qualities to your practice. Qualities of love, compassion, and gratitude. And you can feel love, compassion, and gratitude around you on the in-breath. And then love, compassion, and gratitude toward yourself on the out-breath. Just practice sending and receiving love, compassion, and gratitude. here we can set our prayers and our intentions for the day. I'll be quiet and allow you to do yours. May this work that we do transform our life, offering up blessings and healing, and ripple out into the community. Amen. Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.